Hello there, this is Patricia from Pinky's World. Today we are going to make this cute little bag, perfect for popping money in, which is why I've made it. You know, I have loads of birthdays in April, and most of them, because I can't get out shopping, they're obviously going to be money gifts. So I wanted to make something nice and attractive to be able to hand it over rather than just handing money inside a card. So this is really simple. It uses a 6" by 6" piece of paper. This one is the retired papers, but I have used poppy something or you called it. I've used a piece of baker's twine which holds this wee closure here. Simply punched 2 circles and stamped my sentiment from the itty bitty birthdays. So this time we're actually going to use lovely papers from the In Colours, this year's In Colours, and this one is called Misty Moonlight. There are brand new In Colours coming up very shortly, and they are beautiful. But these are staying with us, so if you have a pack of these, you can use it. If not, get yourself some, because the colours are beautiful. So score your first score at 1/2 inch. If you're using a patterned paper, say this was flowers all run the one direction, make sure that when you're scoring your 1/2 inch, that your pattern is running this way, and that should keep you right. So take that off, score that down, take your scissors and cut in just a bit, well, a right wee bit. Don't be afraid to chop right in. It takes a bit of pressure off later. So fold that up, go back in and make your next score, at 2 3/4. So your 1/2 inch is folded under already, and you're scoring at 2 3/4. So that should bring this to this quite perfectly, so that you're all lined up, and then you just want to give that a really good score. So we're now going to join this together, and I'm using a bit of wet glue, but I really should use turn tape, but I like the strength of wet glue when I'm doing bags or boxes, so that's what I'm using. Fold that over and make sure it takes nice and well. Everything's nice and flat and perfect for you. Whoops. So that is it. So now we want to go back into our scoreboard, as I said to you. Score at 1/2 inch. And go, just turn it around to 1/2 inch, and that'll keep you right. So that gives you 2 sides. And we're now going to fold these up. Give them a good score. Fold this one. Give it a good score. Just make sure you get the creases really good. If you do them good, it helps you when you go to open this out. So you want to take it apart so that you've got a tubular effect, and then go to the center of the fold that's sticking out, push it in, is what I'm trying to say to you. So it's a wee bit tricky, but it gets there. Push it in so it's now the inner fold, the inner crease of your wee bag. Give it a good score yet again, and then go to the other side and do the same. Push it in. Once you get your center, the rest will just follow suit. So now you've got a nice sweet tubular sort of bag effect. We want to score now at about 1 inch. I think 1 inch is deep enough for the bottom of it. So give it a good score at 1 inch, flip it over and score it at 1 inch. Give it a really good marking. You want to make sure that it's well marked. And now we want to lift our folds, double them. Now this is pretty thick. You're using quite a bit of paper, and bring it up to that fold, straight across. Don't worry if they're not lined up. Just bring it across and again mark it. Really, really press into it. It'll make your life easier. Open this side up and press this one over. And do the same again. Really give it a good score. Now I'm going to leave that for a second because I want to go to the top now when this is still flat. And we're going to go in to about 1.25 inches and mark that. And you can turn it over and mark the other side too. It won't do any harm. And it'll help with the folds. Again, really get in there with your scoring tool. Give it a good firm press. So this one is going to be folded on that fold. So again, give it a good score. But before we go any further, we now want to give that a nice rounded edge. I should really look for a die, but I haven't got one handy. So I'm just going to do this with pen so that you can see it. I'm just using the rail of the ribbon and just try and make it so that you're getting sort of equal. Use your grid paper to help you along there. So I'm going from here. Hope I'm writing on the paper. I can hardly see. I'd need to be right over the top of this. Oops. So I've given myself a sort of a thing, but I'm going to cut to this side of it so we're not left with pen marks on our bag. So that gives you that. So we can leave that for a wee minute and we're going to deal with the bottom end. So we want to open the bottom and then take our, if you push with your finger on that bit, that'll bring you to where the two side bits that you scored and gives you that nice wee bottom bag shape. Same on this side, open it out, press it down and you get that nice wee shape. And at this stage you can go in with your bone folder again and crease those nicely and run it along that one. In here, crease it out nicely. And these are going to go under here and over here. But I'm going to take a wee bit of tension off that one and it's going to go in there. You can use your wet glue or you can go in with a dot or whatever. If you feel a lot of pressure on the card, sorry, I was out of focus there. If you feel a lot of pressure on the card, it's going to need something good and hefty like this glue. So that's what you want to go with. So fold that in and get in with your bone folder and press it. Give it a good firm because it has 2, maybe 4 layers of paper altogether really to take. So it needs held well. So just keep pushing it. That's the worst about this glue. It's good that it gives you a few wee seconds to work with, but sometimes you want to take instantly and it won't. So this one can now go over the top. So again, add some glue. Just so that it doesn't all fall apart. Press it up. Go in the inside, which is the best place. I'm really pushing down hard on this because I want it to take instantly. I may have to go back in. If it doesn't, because you just have to understand the amount of paper it's trying to hold. Not too bad, your snap, nice and tidy. So the top part. We need to cut down to that line that you scored on each of those. So just follow the score lines. And that should be it. So which one? This is going to be the front. So we'll be folding each of those inside. To do that I want to add a wee glue dot. I think a glue dot holds it enough. I'm afraid of putting glue in there and getting mess on the inside of it. So just go around with your glue dots. If you put one on the side flaps, that should be enough to hold it. So just one each in the center of those. And then on the front, which is here, put 2. Make sure it took. Yep. So I'm going to pop these inside. Press it on the glue dot. Do the same with that one. Just press your score lines there. If need be, go in with your wee score. Just push those down so that everything's connecting and gives you a nice neat finish. And this is the front, so this one's going to go in as well. And again, go in and give it a wee press. And that helps your glue dots to take hold as well. So now you're left with this, and you should be able to squeeze that gently, and that gives you that lovely shape. And make sure at this stage that this is sticking. And that's just simply going to close over the top, and then we're going to tie it. So it goes a wee bit of a change there because you're coming over so much paper. So just press it again. Give it a wee scoot if you want. That won't stay down its own, which is why I go in with the baker's toy. And I'm just going to hold where I'll be tying in the centre, and then I'm wrapping it. And if you lap that one inside those, put it through, that gives you a good wee holder while you tie your knot. You can tie a bow or a knot, whatever tickled your fancy. Don't think I've left enough for a bow, but we'll give it a go. It's a tiny bow, isn't it? Nearly too tiny. But you get my drift. Leave a wee bit extra if you're going to go for the bow. I hadn't intended to go for one till I said it. So that adds a wee bit of sparkle to all that. Or you could change it up and do navy or something entirely different. So now we need to get, I'm using that 1 3/8 scalloped circle punch. I think it's still available. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. But just use 2 layered punches of your choice. And the other one we'll want, actually meant to get the... So we're going to punch the 1.5 inch circle out of the Misty Moonlight card. And then we're going to stamp the sentiment in the Misty Moonlight ink. And it says, "It's your day." Simple as that. So this one we want to add, where are you? What do I do with you? We want to add I'll just stick that one on, it'll hold the thing. So just pop your circle in there. And it'll be easy enough to take your string off again when you're adding your money, or have it ready when you're doing it. See if you're taking it off twice. So it's your day right here, and if you want to add a wee bit of pizzazz, there is the in colour enamel dots, so get those in the matching colours and everything just ties in lovely. And really go to town. Then you could go, and that's the 4 lovely colours, you could go and make a matching card, and wouldn't it be a nice wee gift? So I'm just going to add maybe one at the bottom, just "It's your day." I think if I go at the top it's going to knock it all out, so I'm not going to bother. So that's it. Very simple. 1 sheet of 6 by 6 inch paper, all your matching things, and whip them up and you'll have them. It's so easy to store and so easy to use. So hope you found that enjoyable, and I hope you'll have a wee go, and if you do, make sure and tell me over on my blog. Would love to share you and give you a wee bit of spotlight. So catch us all later now. Bye.